Welcome to ThursdAI, your weekly source for the latest AI news. In this podcast, our panel of experts covers everything from NLP and ML to data science and AI engineering. Join us as we dive into the most crucial developments of the past week, including topics like LLaMa 2, vision and multimodality, and the intriguing question of whether GPT-4 is getting dumber. Stay tuned for all the updates on open source AI, ChatGPT, OpenAI news, and much more. In today's episode, we'll cover Meta open sourcing LLaMa v2, Bing's new vision plus text model GPT-4, the assessment of GPT-4 and GPT 3.5 by researchers, OpenAI's updates to their models and the introduction of custom instructions for ChatGPT, and LangChain's launch of LangSmith, an observability framework for agents. Hey, this is a message from Alex Volkov, who tried to record a segment with his real voice, and it didn't work, so I'm helping him. What you're about to hear is an AI-generated short-form version of ThursdAI, and if you tuned in to the 2-hour Twitter space, you probably heard our conversation with Noose Research, a great group of folks who fine-tune LLaMa and have put out the Hermes fine-tuned models and datasets and the Puffin models mentioned later. That interview will be released on its own small episode later, just to keep this one digestible for you guys. So, with this, I hope you enjoy, and please give us feedback and have fun. Happy LLaMa Day! Meta has open-sourced LLaMa v2 with a fully commercial license. This is big news for all you tech enthusiasts out there. For those who remember LLaMa 1, it was hailed as the leading open-source language model. However, its commercial usage was restricted. In a marked shift, LLaMa v2 permits commercial use, though there's a stipulation. Companies with over 700 million monthly users are exempted. Notably, this rules out major tech giants such as Google. Meta's release isn't just about the LLaMa v2's code and weights. The company has also introduced a refined chat version of this model, all of which is readily available on HuggingFace. This promises to be a valuable resource for developers and researchers. Since its release 3 days ago, we've witnessed 2 models that have integrated a LLaMa v2. Firstly, there's Redmond Puffin 13B by Noose Research. Secondly, in collaboration with Noose, Enrico Schiphol has presented LLaMa, which has an extended 8K context window with indications of an imminent 16K version. For those interested in exploring LLaMa v2 further, platforms such as LLaMa 2, AI, HuggingFace Chat, Perplexity LLaMa Chat, and nat.dev are showcasing its capabilities. In terms of investment, it's estimated that training LLaMa 2 might have cost over $20 million. While this is a considerable expenditure, Meta's decision to release it with a commercial license is a game changer. This move likely signals a more inclusive era, inviting researchers to collaborate without the hindrances of licensing concerns. Further solidifying their position, Meta conducted a comprehensive human study with 4,000 prompts to assess LLaMa 2's effectiveness. Employing a win rate metric, reminiscent of the Vicuna benchmark, the findings indicate that LLaMa 2's 70B model aligns closely with GPT 3.5-0301, outperforming competitors like Falcon, MPT, and Vicuna. Such human-led evaluations underscore the practical utility of these models in real-world scenarios. Although LLaMa 2 showcases significant capabilities, it doesn't quite surpass GPT 3.5, especially in terms of coding. On the Human Evil standard coding benchmark, models like StarCoder seem to have an advantage. However, with its open weights feature, the potential for LLaMa 2's advancement remains high. It's also commendable that Meta has emphasized AI safety in their documentation. A considerable section of LLaMa 2's release notes is dedicated to safety measures, emphasizing the company's commitment to responsible AI development. In terms of its impact, LLaMa 2 is poised to be instrumental in advancing multimodal AI and robotics research. The current process involves translating complex sensory data into text for LLMs, but LLaMa 2 offers the potential to integrate sensory modules directly, optimizing data processing. In conclusion, LLaMa v2's release stands out as a significant contribution from Meta, especially considering their focus on open source and safe AI developments. It is indeed an exciting time for professionals in the AI community to delve into LLaMa 2 and explore its extensive range of capabilities. Guess what? Bing just revolutionized our interaction with visual content. We've gone multimodal, my friend. I don't know about you, but I have been eagerly waiting for this moment. And boy, am I excited to share the news with you. So here's the scoop. Bing Chat, powered by the amazing GPT-4 vision model, has rolled out a mind-blowing feature. You can now upload or take a picture and add a text prompt. And guess what? The model not only understands that text, but also comprehends the visual content. It's not just your usual OCR technology. It's a full-fledged vision plus text model. And let me tell you, the results are nothing short of impressive. Let me share my personal experience with you. I recently snapped a picture of a food truck's side and asked Bing to tell me what they offer. And you know what? Bing went above and beyond. It identified the truck's name, searched for it online, found the menu, and printed out all the delicious options for me. How cool is that? Now let's talk about Google's Bard. They have also integrated Google Lens into their system. Many people tried uploading screenshots and asked Bard to provide them with code in React to recreate the UI. Unfortunately, the results were not as amazing as we had hoped. Here's my theory. Bard is utilizing Google Lens API, which, although impressive, falls short of GPT-4's training in a multimodal manner. GPT-4 has truly raised the bar. And guess what? The best part is, the Bing Plus Vision feature is absolutely free for everyone. Yes, you heard me right. You can give it a spin without spending a dime. And trust me, you won't regret it. Let's rewind a little bit. Back in March, Greg Brockman, the genius behind GPT-4, presented its mind-boggling vision capabilities. He even shared a screenshot of their Discord server and challenged GPT-4 to describe the image in meticulous detail. And boy, did GPT-4 deliver. It astonishingly identified the participants in the Discord, pinpointed the chat channel they were in, and even recited their conversation. It blew everyone's minds. Now hold on to your hats because here's the exciting part. Our friend Alex Volkov put the new Bing feature to the test with that exact same image. And guess what? The results were incredibly close. Bing is living up to the high expectations set by GPT-4. So, my friend, the future of interacting with visual content is here, and it's nothing short of mind-blowing. Bing's integration of GPT-4's vision model opens up a world of possibilities. From identifying objects and images to generating code snippets for UI design, the capabilities are truly impressive. I highly recommend that you give this fantastic feature a try. The Bing Plus Vision combo is now accessible to everyone, and it's ready to transform the way we interact with visual content. Whether you're a tech enthusiast, a creative designer, or just someone curious about this cutting-edge technology, you won't be disappointed. So go ahead, upload a picture, add a text prompt, and watch as Bing's GPT-4 vision model works its magic. Trust me, you'll be blown away by the results. Bing's journey into the world of multimodal capabilities has just begun, and I can't wait to see what they have in store for us next. The future is looking bright, my friend, and our visual interactions will never be the same again. So there's been quite a buzz lately about whether GPT-4 is becoming dumber and lazier. Researchers from Stanford University and UC Berkeley, including Matej Zaharia, the CTO of Databricks, wanted to get to the bottom of these claims and evaluate the performance of GPT 3.5 and GPT-4 updates from June. Now, before we dig into the details, you can find a link to the paper in the show notes if you're interested. The researchers compared the 0301 and 0613 versions of both GPT 3.5 and GPT-4 and found that, in some tasks, there appeared to be a decline in performance in the newer models. Some even reported drops as high as 90%. That's quite shocking, right? But hold on a second. Are these claims actually true? Well, it turns out that some of the methodologies used in the paper lacked rigor. Fortunately, the folks over at AI Snake Oil, Sayesh Kapoor, and Arvind Narayanan, took a deep dive into the paper and discovered some really interesting things. In their analysis, they made a clear distinction between capabilities degradation and behavior degradation. They pointed out that in the two tasks that the researchers highlighted as having a capability degradation, math and coding, their methodology was flawed. In reality, there was no loss of capability, but rather a change in behavior and a failure to consider a few examples. One of the most frustrating aspects for me was the code evaluation. the researchers scored both the previous models and the new June updated models on code execution using the same prompt. However, the new models defaulted to wrapping the returned code with 3 backticks, which is markdown code snippets. This seemingly small issue could have been easily fixed with appropriate prompting, but alas, the researchers judged the task based on whether or not the code snippet they received was instantly executable. Obviously, it's not instantly executable with the backticks in the response. So here's the thing. They didn't actually evaluate quality of the code itself, but only whether or not it runs. Quite a significant oversight, wouldn't you agree? I must say, I really appreciate the AI snake oil deep dive into this matter. I highly recommend you give it a read and form your own opinion. Let's not fall for the hype, scaremongering, and Twitter thinkfluencer takes. It's important to examine the facts and evidence for ourselves before making any judgments. And there you have it, folks. The latest scoop on the whole. Is GPT-4 getting dumber and lazier? Dilemma. Remember, don't just take my word for it. Dig deeper, read the paper, and make up your own mind. Stay informed and be aware of the hype surrounding these claims. Exciting news coming in from OpenAI. They've just made an announcement regarding the deprecation schedule of the 0301 models, specifically the ones without functions. And guess what? OpenAI is extending the life of those models for a whole year. So developers can continue to use and benefit from those models for an extended period of time. Isn't that great? But wait, there's even more. OpenAI has also rolled out a cool new feature called Custom Instructions for ChatGPT. This feature allows you, as a ChatGPT user, to store personalized instructions and information that will be saved on OpenAI's server side. These custom instructions will then be automatically appended to every new session you have with ChatGPT. It's like having your own little virtual assistant right there with you. Now imagine the possibilities this opens up for you. You can now input personal details, like your preferred coding style, because hey, maybe you love Ruby and not Python, and have ChatGPT remember them for you. No more tedious copy-pasting every time you start a new session. How cool is that? Just a small heads up though, this feature may not be available if you're based in the UK or EU, but for everyone else, it's definitely worth enabling to enhance your ChatGPT experience and save you loads of time and effort. So there you have it, the latest updates from OpenAI. They're making our lives as developers easier by extending the lifespan of the 0301 models and introducing the awesome custom instructions for ChatGPT. Get ready to supercharge your ChatGPT sessions and make them more personalized than ever before. Happy coding! In other news this week, there's been some buzz around LangChain. They've faced some criticism, but they're not letting that get them down. In fact, they're already looking ahead and planning something exciting called LangSmith. LangSmith is an observability framework that aims to make tracking your agents easier and more efficient. And here's the best part. You don't even need to use LangChain for this. You heard it right. LangSmith operates independently. So what does LangSmith bring to the table? Well, it's designed to help you keep tabs on multiple prompts and tokens across your agent runs. This means you can have a better understanding of how everything is performing and make improvements as necessary. But it doesn't stop there. LangSmith also allows you to share your results with others. Imagine being able to showcase your great runs to your friends and colleagues. It's not just about personal accomplishments, but also about fostering a sense of community and learning from one another. All in all, LangSmith seems like a super cool tool that offers great benefits for agent tracking. So keep an eye out for its release and be ready to give it a try. In today's episode, we discuss the open sourcing of LLaMa v2 with a commercial license, Bing's new vision plus text model, the assessment of GPT-4 and GPT 3.5, OpenAI's updates on the 0301 model, and custom instructions for ChatGPT, as well as LangChain's launch of LangSmith. Thanks for listening to today's episode. I'll see you guys at the next one, and don't forget to subscribe.